Have you ever stopped for a moment and truly appreciated the little things in your life? Maybe the warm sunlight coming through your window in the morning, the laughter of a friend, or the comforting taste of your favorite meal after a long day. Gratitude is not just saying thank you. It's about recognizing and valuing the good that already exists in your life, no matter how small it may seem. In today's fast-paced and often stressful world, many people are looking for ways to feel better, to find peace, and to live with more joy. Cultivating gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to improve your well-being. When we talk about well-being, we mean more than just being physically healthy. Well-being includes your emotions, your thoughts, your mental peace, and your connection to others. Gratitude affects all of these areas in positive ways. When we feel thankful, our hearts become lighter and our problems seem more manageable. We begin to focus less on what we lack and more on what we have. This shift in thinking can change everything. Let's think about how gratitude works in everyday life. Imagine you had a bad day. You were late for work, the weather was awful, and your plans didn't go the way you expected. It's easy to feel frustrated, angry, or hopeless. But what if, at the end of the day, you sit quietly and think of 3 things that made you smile? Maybe someone held the door open for you. Maybe your pet was happy to see you. Maybe you made yourself a warm cup of tea. Suddenly, the day feels less heavy. This is the power of gratitude. It helps balance the negative with the positive. And the more we practice it, the stronger that balance becomes. Over time, grateful thinking becomes a habit. It trains your brain to notice the good instead of always focusing on the bad. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending life is perfect. It means choosing where to put your focus so that you feel more empowered and less overwhelmed. Scientific studies have shown that people who practice gratitude regularly sleep better, have stronger relationships, and experience fewer symptoms of depression and anxiety. Gratitude reduces stress and improves emotional resilience, the ability to bounce back after difficult moments. When you are thankful, your body releases chemicals like dopamine and serotonin that make you feel good. These are the same chemicals that are triggered by activities like exercise or laughter. But gratitude is free. It doesn't take money or special tools. All it takes is awareness and attention. You don't need to wait for something big to feel grateful. In fact, the magic of gratitude lies in its simplicity. You can feel grateful for the sound of birds singing, the hug of a child, or even just the fact that you are breathing and alive today. Some people think that gratitude is only for people who have a lot. But the truth is, gratitude is often strongest in people who have faced hardship. Think about someone who has been sick for a long time. When they recover, they often appreciate simple things like walking in the park or eating their favorite food. They don't take life for granted. They see it as a gift. You don't need to wait for a crisis to start being thankful. You can start now. Gratitude is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. At first, it might feel strange or forced. But with time and practice, it becomes part of your daily life. One of the best ways to cultivate gratitude is to keep a gratitude journal. Every night before bed, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They can be small or big, serious or funny. The point is to focus your mind on the good. Over time, you will begin to notice more positive things during the day because your mind is trained to look for them. You might even start to feel happier and more hopeful. Another simple habit is saying thank you more often. not just to others, but to yourself and to life. Say thank you when you wake up. Say thank you before a meal. Say thank you when something goes well, and even when things don't. Gratitude during hard times is even more powerful. It shows strength, wisdom, and maturity. Sometimes people struggle with gratitude because they're too focused on what they want and don't yet have. It's normal to want things in life, goals, success, love, adventure. But if you are always looking ahead and never stopping to appreciate the now, you will always feel like something is missing. Gratitude brings you back to the present. It reminds you that even if your life isn't perfect, there is still beauty and meaning in it. That realization can be deeply healing. It can calm anxiety, reduce stress, and even help with depression. When you live with a grateful heart, you are more likely to forgive others, to be kind, and to feel a deeper connection with the world around you. There are many ways to practice gratitude besides writing or speaking. You can show it through your actions. Help someone in need. Listen carefully when a friend is talking. Share what you have. Smile more. When you live with gratitude, it changes how you treat people. You become more generous, more understanding, more loving. Gratitude doesn't just make you feel better, it also makes you a better person. People who are thankful tend to have stronger relationships. They argue less, they support each other more, and they feel closer to the people around them. This is because gratitude increases empathy, the ability to understand and care about how others feel. When you are thankful for your loved ones, you treat them with more care. You say kind words more often. You forgive more easily. Gratitude creates a positive circle. The more you give, the more you receive. Sometimes, it's helpful to remember what life would be like without certain things. What if you didn't have clean water? What if you didn't have a safe place to sleep? What if you didn't have anyone to talk to? Thinking this way is not meant to make you feel bad. It's meant to open your eyes and heart. Often, we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone. But if we practice gratitude, we don't need to lose something to understand its value. We begin to see everything as a blessing. And that mindset can lead to a more peaceful, joyful life. Children who learn gratitude at a young age grow up with better mental health. They are more focused, more optimistic, and more respectful. Teaching children to say thank you is important, but teaching them to feel thankful is even more powerful. You can do this by showing them how you are grateful, by talking about the good in your day, and by helping them reflect on their own blessings. Gratitude is not just a lesson for children. It's a lifelong practice for everyone. No matter how old you are, you can always grow in gratitude. You can start now wherever you are. You don't need anything special. Just stop, look around, and feel thankful. You might ask, what if I don't feel grateful today? What if things are really hard? That's okay. Gratitude is not about ignoring your pain. It's about finding light, even when life feels dark. Maybe today is difficult, but there is still something to be thankful for. Maybe someone smiled at you. Maybe you had food to eat. Maybe you made it through another day. These things matter. Gratitude doesn't erase problems, but it helps you face them with a stronger heart. It gives you perspective. It helps you see that even when life is hard, it is also beautiful. So next time you feel down, try to shift your focus. Instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Ask, what can I still be thankful for? This one question can change your whole experience. It doesn't fix everything, but it opens a door to healing. And when you practice this every day, your life begins to change. Not because the outside world changes, but because your inner world becomes more peaceful and strong. Remember, gratitude is not a one-time act. It's a way of living. It's a way of seeing the world. When you choose to live with gratitude, you choose to notice beauty, to feel joy, to share kindness, and to grow stronger. This choice is always yours, and it can be made again and again every day.